What seemed like just an ordinary severe thunderstorm turned out to be a devastating blow to the community of Bowie, Texas.
It got so loud at one point that I thought that I was actually driving through the tornado.
Ooh, very thankful for the reflectors in the road.
Where I usually park my car at right here.
Right.
The morning light revealed just how many buildings were destroyed. A shipping container was rolled 200 yards, and this former schoolhouse was blown onto the road.
That is unbelievable.
We were pretty shocked because at first they were saying it was just, winds, and then we came out here and we're like, oh no, and I drove right through it trying to come from Nocona to here.
Oh, what was that like?
It was, at one point in Nocona, I could see, and then all of a sudden, you couldn't see, and then I saw cops, and it was because trees had fallen in Montague. It was my birthday yesterday, too. and next thing I know, more poles, they all just started falling.
Right in front of you?
Yes, and so we were having to drive on the left side of the road. It was pretty scary. I don't do tornadoes very well. These buildings were originally schools. This one over here, they were eventually going to turn it into offices, or they were talking about turning them into tiny homes.
That is nuts. It is fully intact. It just slid off of those steel beams over there.
So what they'll do is they'll put them up on this, and then when they get their big truck, they'll come in and it's easier for them to slide under and move it. But that place I was telling you about over there, we must have just missed that because that thing had to flip across the highway. And I'm like, I cannot imagine driving and just seeing that thing flip across the highway.
The rest of the town was already well underway cleaning things up.
Of course, if a tornado hit my place, I'd want to get it cleaned up pretty quick, too.
Despite the devastation to some homes, the community was fortunate the tornado wasn't any stronger.
Yeah, you guys had a rough night.
It received an EF1 rating from the National Weather Service and caused 0 injuries.
When all this started, I was in Burke Burnett, and actually that's where the big storm started. It came down, they called it the dust tornado there. And I was following it out through some of the county roads out close to the track. Just when everybody started calling me, saying, you okay out there? You okay out there? And I'm like, what's going on out here? And they said, man, we just had a tornado come through town. I had my dog in the pen back there. I was so scared that she was going to be hurt. Oh, this is Stella.
Stella. Air? Man, I bet you had quite the night.
Stella wasn't the only one that survived the tornado.
And he was actually tied underneath there, and that house just flew off of there.
He weathered a tornado, huh?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, most of our lawn furniture is way over there now. One of the strangest things I've seen in there so far is that I had this old console stereo thing. It picked it up through the gun cabinet over the stereo console and busted the glass out of it. But I had a 12-speed bicycle standing right there on its kickstand.
Fortunately, the people of Bowie are no strangers to tornadoes being around them. And in fact, a couple more passed very close by just a few years later. Just a few hours after I drove through there, too. But they were fortunate enough not to take a direct hit this time.
So today, it is really cool driving through Bowie and seeing the town fully recovered. I was amazed that despite how large the tornado was, that it wasn't any stronger. Road may flood. Yes, indeed it might. There is a drowned truck. I think that sign was put up there in more recent years.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this different kind of storm chasing video. But telling people stories is genuinely where my heart is, and I really hope I get the opportunity to do it again. And I just might. So until next time, guys, see ya!
Oh, look at that. Let's get a little closer. Let's go see across the road.
Next year, 2021, was gonna be a year to remember.